We do have some breaking news out of the Middle East. You're taking a live look at Haifa in Israel. We've learned that the United States is sending additional troops to the Middle East in response to a sharp spike in violence between Israel and Hezbollah forces in Lebanon that has raised the risk of a greater regional war. Pentagon Press Secretary Major General Ryder did not provide any additional details on how many additional forces or what their directives are. The U.S. currently has about 40,000 troops in the region. And this is a statement from the Pentagon, quote, "In light of increased tension in the Middle East and out of an abundance of caution, we are sending a small number of additional U.S. military personnel forward to augment our forces that are already in the region. But for operational security reasons, I'm not going to comment on or provide specifics." So that's the very latest statement from the Pentagon as we continue to follow this breaking news. Now, the new deployments come after significant strikes by Israeli forces against targets inside Lebanon that have killed hundreds. And as Israel is preparing to conduct further operations, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Monday warned Lebanese civilians to evacuate their homes ahead of further airstrikes. Today's Israeli strikes killed more than 270 Lebanese, and it is the deadliest strike from Israel in Lebanon since 2006. Meanwhile, Hezbollah launched more than 100 projectiles toward Israel on Monday. That's according to the military, reaching deep inside Israel, including around the northern city of Haifa and parts of the occupied West Bank. Most of the missiles were intercepted, but 2 people were slightly injured from falling shrapnel in northern Israel. A number of homes suffered direct hits. Now, school was canceled in northern Israel on Sunday and Monday, and Israelis were instructed to stay close to protected areas. The Israeli military said they had struck more than 800 Hezbollah targets in southern Lebanon, and were expanding the operation to include a region in eastern Lebanon. The Israeli military announced that it hit some 300 targets Monday, saying that it was going after Hezbollah weapon sites. The military said it was expanding the airstrikes to include areas of the valley along Lebanon's eastern border with Syria. Hezbollah has long had an established presence in that valley. We did want to share that very latest news as we have learned from the Pentagon that the U.S. is sending additional troops to the Middle East in response to a sharp increase in violence between Israel and Hezbollah forces in Lebanon, and that has raised the risk of a greater regional war.